Hi, my blossoms. Welcome back to my channel. Just a messenger 828. Authentically me, authentically you. Forever bloom. This probably will be going on TikTok too. YouTube. There's a whole video that is pending to be made, but it's coming. It's like TikTok had to get. So if you're curious what video it is and you're on YouTube, go to my TikTok. TikTok got the initial message first, but there was more channelings that came up that might resonate if you're interested, right? If you're led to go to my TikTok and check that out, then it's probably for you, because you did the work in order to see that, right? Something specific about doing the work. The fruits of your labor will be proof of your work, right? Because it's the first thing that came to my mind. Those that do spiritual workings, right? Those that have platforms like mine, those that have platforms in general, right? You're in a position automatically, even if you're not getting the numbers or the views that you want, you're still in a certain position automatically, because you were able to step forward on the podium. But there's many podiums, okay? Take what resonates. If you caught it, you caught it. All right. Those that are on the podium with you don't have the same type of intentions of, let's put in perspective my field. There are people that are in this field just for the money. There are people that are in this field just for clout. And then there's people in this field that care about the spiritual hygiene and wellness of not only themselves, but the people that they run across. They don't like me saying this, but oh well, it's the truth. That's like, okay, you can tell when you go somewhere. Maybe you're going to a restaurant, maybe you're going to a bar, maybe you go to the hospital. You can see what nurses really like doing their job and caring for their patients versus the ones that's there for a check. That's what I mean. You can tell what host at the restaurant loves seating and hosting the customers versus the one that's just like, yeah, you guys want a drink? What would you like to drink? Versus, hey, how you guys doing? You guys want a drink? What do you want to start off with? See, there's a difference. Learned that from my trading at my position. So it all plays a part in the type of fruits that you bear. What intentions are you going into something with? Your initial intentions are everything. They're everything. Because not only are those around you going to see that, okay, those initial intentions and where you are now have completely changed, whether it's good or bad, but God clocks that T too. If anything, God's the one that's going to be watching, because this whole entire realm that we're in is a test. It's a test. All of it is. Everything is going to test you at some point. Some people try to test people, but they're not even qualified to be an instructor. Dang. You're not even qualified to be a substitute teacher. Damn. And you testing people. For why? You testing somebody on a test that you ain't even passed yet? So you don't even know the right answers to give if they're asking the right questions in order to pass that test. So some people just like to see people struggle and put their effort into trying to pass the test. Just for them to find out that the person that was giving you the test, they didn't know the answer either. They didn't know the answer either. So you spent your time trying to prove yourself to somebody that ain't no shit. Damn. Excuse my French if you don't like it. If you don't like it, you can let me know by just politely clicking off. I understand. But I've only said one word, which is damn. There was a creak that I just heard, and there was no reason for me to hear that creak. It sounded like something go. I guess that's confirmation. Somebody might not like that. Anyway, I say all of this to say, I was shuffling for me, but this is not just for me. This is for the collective. Okay. Now, when I say the collective, it's probably going to be pertaining to kingdom marriages, kingdom spouses, soulmate, twin flame journey, people that are on that type of time, manifesting that type of timeline, whatever timeline you're on when you see this. Because this video quite literally will be timeless. Okay? Now, the names of the individuals are on the cards. I don't have to say no names. I'm just going to show them. The cards that I'm going to show are the last that I saw that let me know that I needed to make a video. Okay? So, excuse me if my meaty hand is in the way, but I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see. How am I going to do this? Nope, not like that. Let's do it like this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a minute. Okay. So we got Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Feminine card. You see that there? Divine Feminine. Okay. Fierce. Scream. Grudges. Stalkers. Horror. Stabbing in the back. Backstabbing actions. People that are masked individuals. Fake individuals. People that are big fat phonies. Right? Like them people that are testing people and they're not even qualified to be a substitute teacher. That type of energy. Okay? And then we have Divine Masculine. R.I.P. There's a connection between the fact that both have transitioned. Okay, there's a message. Hold on, that's the premise of the message. But we got Coming to America. Generational empire, right? So kingdom spouses, soulmate, twin flame, a union, and something about wealth. All right, boom. Now, like I showed you, there was two stars, specifically in the realm of music, that transition that you've seen so far. Okay. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm getting everything in order. I'm doing it in order. I need y'all to see it how I saw it, okay? Alright. Now, like I said, I'm not saying the names of the individuals. Okay? You will be able to see them in their likeness on the cards. Okay? Now, this is for entertainment purposes, but energy does not lie. Okay. 10:10 on the clock when I pulled this card just now from the deck that already came out. But 10:10, karmic endings, cycles ending. A cycle is ending. Something to do with children. I thought that said babies, but bees are significant. You could have been seeing bees, Oshun, but babies are significant at the same time because, okay, it's something that's destined to happen. Exclusive household name, and you could be using honey, or honey is very significant. The movie Honey came up as a channel on TikTok too. So the movie Honey, going for your dreams, going for your goals, and it's not as hard as it may seem. The song from the movie, live your dreams, it's not as hard as it may seem, gotta work together. Yeah. Next, we have, now this is another individual that was in the music industry that has transitioned, RIP. Okay? Spirit in the flesh. It could be someone that has a hard time battling choosing between the spirit and the flesh. Okay? This can also be someone that thinks, because this is the energy, this could be someone that how it resonates with you, right? This could be someone that thinks has certain preconceived notions, or in their traditional, for them, a traditional way of thinking in regards to certain things, in regards to spirit or religion, okay, versus the flesh. And they, once again, they want to test, but they're not even qualified to be a teacher. They're a substitute teacher, or they are a janitor in school. You know what I'm saying? The kettle calling the horse calling the kettle black, something like that. What that is, whatever saying that is, that specifically is significant. Okay? But prayer warrior, someone that is going to go to the Lord. Okay? Someone that goes to the Lord. So, fleshly, someone can look like, you know what I'm saying? They went through a lot, right? DMX had dealt with this. Okay? But his spirit was strong. A very strong spirit. So, someone still might be currently dealing with this. They may be praying to God. Next we have Pretty Woman. The movie Pretty Woman. Live your dreams. It's not as hard as it may seem. Gotta work together. Something about working together too. Breaking toxic behavior and also possibly toxic mindsets. I said something about like someone's traditional upbringing, or what is traditional for someone's upbringing within their family, like the traditions for them that that has gotten them nowhere, but in a constant fight between spirit and the flesh. High vibes. I said it's the energy. In the beginning, I said that. Rewind it back. I said something about it being the energy. Okay? The vibes. High vibes. Rags to riches. Someone can sing. And once again, this is dealing within that realm. Music. Look at the ones that have transitioned. That lets you know. Okay? Laughter. Yeah, have a good time. Be naturally you. And everyone would tell you she was naturally beautiful. She's a girl, so she got a little glam, you know what I'm saying? But she did a little makeup, but she didn't. It was natural. There was no fillers, no nothing. She was her. She didn't get her tatas done. She didn't get her buttocks done. She didn't get nipped. She didn't get tucked. All right. But yeah, sing, be in high vibrations, laugh, have fun, go and splurge on yourself. She did that too. There's a short on YouTube of her talking about booking a spa day, treating herself. She worked hard. She worked hard for money, so hard for money. So you better treat her right. That song can be significant. The movie Tombstone. Okay? Outlaws. This is giving Western, the Wild Wild West. I channeled that too. It's about to go crazy. It's the Wild Wild West. I channeled that some years ago. If you don't go back on my TikTok or go back on my YouTube, because they both came up in other readings. But it's finna be like the Wild Wild West out here. Every man for himself. Gun slanging, bullets flying. Okay, that could be significant. Yeah. Lawless. Someone could gamble or had did something, gambling their life for freedom. Corrupt. You won't take me alive, or you gonna have to come get me, like Al Capone, famous last words type of situation, okay? Relocation, something like that, okay? Something about distribution. Hold on. Distribution. Something being distributed at hotels, casinos, and bars. Something specific about that. So places like hotels, casinos, and bars places that had like speakeasies, and a speakeasy was something that with prohibition, when alcohol was deemed illegal, they had made speakeasies so that people could still indulge in alcohol, right? And it was deemed illegal, but people didn't care, right? They didn't care. It was very corrupt. Very corrupt. Now, that's just alcohol, right? But think about what other things could be distributed. Yeah. Think about it. Take a second. And the way that they did the speakeasies, also, there was always like a new structure built. So something about codes, like building codes. Like some of these places might get hit with having building code violations, so they're hit with fines. There's a showdown happening. There is. And Bunny and Clyde energy, look here, did a song. And I was channeling that song too. It's in my song cards that I made. I don't care if you're on the run, baby, long as I'm next to you. Excuse me. Confirmation. And if loving you is a crime, why bring out the best in you? I hear sounds while we make love, loud as hell, but they don't know. I hear sirens while we make love, loud as hell, but they don't know. They're nowhere near us. Location. Okay. Okay. 2222 is significant. The year 2022 can be significant. Next, we have the movie Kill Bill. Automatically, Victorious stuck out for me. But okay, someone could have assassin hitman energy. Hello. There's a lot, once again, I'm going to note this. There is a lot of stars that are on these cards that I've shown you already that have transitioned. These are people that had stardom in the specific field of song, dance, music. Okay? You could be seeing 88. Okay? The word crazy is significant. Someone that's married. Once again, marriage is all up and through this thing. Let me see you here, okay? All up and through this thing. I wanted to say merger too. So marriage, merger. So that is 8th house energy, right? 7th and 8th house energy. 7th house deals with relationships and marriages, and there's more, but those are the important ones that's sticking out. And then 8th house deals with taxes. It deals with inheritances, mergers, and sex. So didn't I say something about children? Children's here twice. Okay? With twins in blue, those are, we know them as, those are individuals under the age of 18. All right? For my daughter. Spiritually too, God is probably riding for divine feminine energy right now, okay? But then also divine feminine, divine masculine, you may have someone on the other side that is riding for your daughter. You are either their daughter or they are riding for your daughter. They're related to your daughter in some way, shape, or form. But they're riding for them, okay? For my daughter. Black mamba energy, so like this is some type of snake energy, okay? Martial arts could be significant. Kiddo could be a significant, like you call your children kiddo or kid, you know what I'm saying? Take what resonates. A two-faced lover, someone that's been two-faced. Fake, phony people. You know, the one that's testing you but not qualified to distribute the test because they don't know the answers themselves. Type of energy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be rectified. And 9 times out of 10, with spirit here, and you being a prayer warrior, you ain't even gotta you ain't gotta lift your finger, no nothing. Also, the ones that transition, the stars here that transition, oh, they getting their lit back. They getting it black. They getting it back in what's that color related to? They're getting it back in blood. Okay. Come on now. I said it's the industry, a certain industry. People singing. Hello? Who this is? Okay. Okay. Legally. Now, I did not say that some of these places are not going to pass with their code inspection because they have broken a lot of code violations. Making speakeasy rooms. Like, if I didn't explain it, hold on, sorry. There's a lot. Speakeasies were done during Prohibition, right? I said that. Doing with alcohol, right? I said that. What they would do is they would build secret rooms within the structure of said places, right? So people would still go there because it was a place that people would go and gather. But there was like a secret code to get in. So they might have speakeasies. We had what was it? What card was it? We had sex come up dealing with me hearing the word merger in the 8th house. 8th house deals with mergers, sex, inheritances, and all the fun legal things. I think assets too. Yep, surely enough. Assets also. But yeah. Children came up too. For my daughter. Right? Okay? Hey. Put that back. Put it back. Thank you. Don't you pick it up again. Hold on, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm back. The clouds are going crazy where I am. Oh, it looks like it's about to rain. Hold on. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Someone keeps closing the door. The door is like open for them and they just keep closing it. It's like opportunities here and they just keep, oh no, I don't want it. So someone keeps being like, no, I don't want that. I do want it. And when it's gone away, the opportunity's not there, I do want it. The opportunity comes back. It's like they have their time with the opportunity and then they're like, I don't want it. Eventually, it's just like giving like something to a kid. They say they want this. You give it to them, they play with it, they don't eat it. They're flinging it around. And then they're like, when you take it away, they're like, oh, I want it. So you give it back to them again, and they start playing with it again. Yeah. That's how someone is looking like to God. God's like, I gave this to you, I don't know how many times. You ain't about to have nothing. You're about to go to bed hungry. God getting tired of somebody. God getting tired. And no, not the thunder starting. God is getting tired of somebody. Because they pray for the opportunity. The opportunity shows up yet again. And they just keep, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. I thought I wanted it, but I don't know. What do you want? God is saying, what do you want? And you better figure out what you want before you won't be able to get nothing. Because think about it, that opportunity could be a person, it could be a place to work, confirmation. It could be a car. You could be going back and forth on what car you want, and you got X amount of time before the approval from the bank expires. Some type shit like that. And so you sitting there, I don't know which one I want. And God gonna be like, okay, so you better hurry up before you end up walking to the bus. Because in order to get approved again, they gonna have to run the credit again. Type of situation. Okay. That only came up because my son kept closing the room door. He closed the room door, and then I didn't do nothing for a little bit, and then he started knocking on the room door because he couldn't open it back up. I said, don't you close this door again. He closed it again. But he closed it again the second time and realized I don't want to be in this room by myself, and open the door back up. Himself. Okay? Take what resonates. All right. What was it? What was the next thing? Hold on. Something that's off here. Hold on. You could be saying that. Something that's off here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were on. We were on this. Yeah, they want to hide this. Hold on. I feel like there's people in Hollywood that want to hide the karmic relationships that they've been having. How karmic it is. Because 9 times out of 10, what they're into behind closed doors with all of this going on, okay, these are people that was not putting up no fight. They were not fighting their flesh. He's fighting his flesh. They were not fighting. They just succumbed to it. Like, and when I say succumb to it, hold on. Someone keep being hard-headed and God's not playing. He's not playing. I literally just said to my son, you better go sit down somewhere. The next thing you do, you're going to get hit. You're going to get pow-pow. Because you're not listening. A God smack, various degrees. He's going to smack you with the amount of stubbornness that you gave him. with the amount of I don't give huckness that you've given him, he's going to smack you with that. And that, my dear, is what we call karma. Not their thunder going off in the background. But yet that is what we call karma. God and karma work hand in hand. Karma is an associate of God. That is his business partner. When it comes down to him having to force his hand. He don't want to. But when you can't listen and you're being stubborn and hard-headed and you just want it your way, like Burger King is the end all be all, like everyone has to bend down to quite literally, we've been down to God, source, creator, universe, whatever you want to go by. Right? Whatever it is that your belief is in. And not all of your will is bending down to him. You have the authority and the power to create, but he has to bestow that upon you. I mean, we automatically have that off rip, right? We start off with 0, 0, 0. It's zeroed out. It's not positive. It's not negative. We just got nothing, right? It's just wholeness. It's just wusa. 0, 0, 0 is significant. You may have been seeing that. A reset, things being set to a new, fresh beginning. What you do to go into the negative, aka not listening, not being obedient, being stubborn, never learning the lesson. And I'm not just talking, and when I'm talking, I'm not just talking down on other people, because I've been there before. I've been stubborn. I've been stuck in not learning the lesson. Confirmation. So, there it is. Also, what you do for fame. What these people did for fame also. What they did for fame. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Nah, Aaliyah done slid off somewhere. Hold on. She done slid off somewhere. I think my son touched it. He did. He must have did something. He better bring Aaliyah back. Anyway, Aaliyah, okay, and her situation is very significant with this. Very. What certain people did for fame. And this is a karmic couple. So not just one of the people was karmic, both of them were karmic. And Tina's situation, she was karmic right along with him. She was. But she wasn't karmic outside of him. She was karmic with him. Like, someone could come in a relationship and be karmic as heck, toxic as heck. And you being around and sharing your energy, and then you having interaction sexually with them, will turn you karmic too. And if you've been in a relationship with someone that's karmic for I don't know how many years, or you lived in the same household, it does not have to be a sexual relationship, okay? You can have karmic family members, you can have karmic friends, you can have people that's in your community that's karmic, that you've been saying hi and bye to, neighbors and all the other stuff that's karmic, okay? But you spending the most time with that karmic person, you're going to pick up karmic red flags, toxic traits that honestly needs to be cleansed. Spiritual bath is significant, because she is in the bathtub, rubby-dubby-dubby. High vibes over here. I'm going shopping. I'm living. I'm laughing. Versus this karmic relationship over here. Which I said Aaliyah was going in. I held up this card. Aaliyah was going to pamper herself. She was going, after she finished doing her promos and doing her music videos and doing her movies, she was going to relax, baby. She was going to woosah. She was going to love on her body by pampering it for paying for services. Okay? Divine feminine energy, might I add. And I'm not talking about you going to get your nails done and your feet done. Although that is definitely a part of it. I'm talking about going to get your mind right. Going to raise your high vibrations, however way that you raise your vibrations. Some people, it is getting their nails done and their feet done. It can be as simply as sitting your ass in a bath. What that will do is break up them energetic ties that you have for them toxic people. So are you done with them toxic people for real? Because you can seal the deal by taking a spiritual bath. If you can't get in the bath, do it in the shower. Just as long as you able to get some salt water and whatever you add, do your thing over you. Yeah. Are you done for real? Damn, are you done for real? Are you done for real? Take that as it resonates. Because that can be in a multitude of ways that people ask, are you done for real? Damn, are you done for real? That's very significant. That's probably going to be the title. Damn, are you done for real? Yeah. Okay, abuse, drug, alcohol, pride. Proud Mary, keep on turning, rolling on the river. Do, 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 do. Don't let your pride get in the way either. So if you're going through some abuseful situations, don't let your pride get in the way. Get help. Then also, Aaliyah was in a karmic relationship with Mr. Kelly. Okay? She was. That's what that was. Alright, so these next two, I was just like, oh, let's just get a wrap of everything that we have here, right? Okay, we got Black Panther, To the Death, Rites of Passage, Kin, Action, Enemy, Unforgiving, Innovative, New Age, and Swift. I automatically got, especially with Wakanda Forever, the ancestors. The ancestors are the spiritual assassins. They're moving in that manner. But the Black Panther the Black Panther was skilled to handle what he needed to handle. Also, Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., another person that passed. I don't know if it was by way of industry. But the acting world is playing a part in this too. Aaliyah and DMX were in a martial arts movie also. I think that one was Cradle to the Grave. Back in one piece so you can go with your dogs. Dun, 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 dun. That song's coming up. Another aspect. And I'm so bad they didn't work together more in music, because that was a good duo. Like, listening pleasure for the ears. And it's significant because I literally stopped myself. But I really feel like Ashanti and Ja Rule, I feel like that was the dynamic that Herb Gotti was giving with them, and it worked. So just imagine if and DMX and Aaliyah was able to do that. Oh, it'd be so fire. Like there's so many artists that have transitioned that I always think about. Like, yo, they would have been. That's crazy if they would have been able to work together. That would have been a dope collaboration. Like it would have been orgasmic for the ears. And if you think the same way about some of the artists and just music in general, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I think like you and you think like me. And yeah, we friends now. We friends. But yeah, kin also, so ancestors, once again, like, because your prayers, or you having prayer warriors within your lineage, them prayers is what's getting you through the fight. It's what's going to bring in this victorious. Here we go. Okay. Also, yeah. So there's definitely something to do with CEOs, that type of situation. Now, I said this in multiple readings, that CEOs will go ahead and get rid of, fire their artists, but not in a pink slip type of way. It's more so in a eject you from this realm, a transition you from this realm type of way. Because money. Especially if they can no longer control those artists. Alright, so I just gave my child some grapes, like maybe like 3 or 4. But I'm also getting God saying, I've given you 3 or 4 more chances. You ain't getting no more. That's it. That's the last chance. Okay? Founder, businessman, blueprint, new me, mogul, excuse me, miss, collaboration. Didn't I say something about different collaborations of the artists? I was thinking about it from the musical standpoint, but like, people have probably been collaborating with CEOs to get other. This is what this person did. Once again, this is for entertainment purposes, along with this person in a karmic relationship to Aaliyah. It's like she ducked off, because I don't think my son grabbed the card. If he did, I'm about to find out once this reading is done. But I'll let y'all know in the description or something if my child grabbed the card or not. Because Aaliyah dipped off. She dipped off. But that's also what she did. She dipped off. She broke away from the karmic relationship with him. Because he was after her. He was after her. Hard. Along with Dame Dash. But as he stated in interviews, watch Dame Dash's interviews when he talks about Aaliyah, like, he wasn't pushy. He's older than her. He was older than her before they had plans to be married. Like, she never got to marry her man. Like, damn. Always hating. At any rate, she messed with Dame the most, and and respected him because he respected her. He wasn't all up on her like that. I mean, yeah, he was up on her to let her know, I'm interested in you, but he wasn't like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you bet not. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't karmic. He didn't have no red flags like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes if you pet the cat, it'll purr. Versus you saying, cat, you better love me. That cat's going to scratch you. Okay? Something about retirement, titles, and contracts. Once again, contracts. Legality. Okay? This is another person that was in the starlight that transitioned. Okay? Oh, but I was like, oh, Aaliyah up and left. She was right in my hand the whole entire time. Dan nabbit. Okay, that is a message. Someone may have felt like the divine feminine left, but you literally had her the whole entire time. You had her the whole entire time. You just missed opportunities. And that's who God talking to. This your last chance. So what you gonna do with it? Cause you ain't getting another one. And this is in regards to what I'm talking about. This is God saying, for my daughter, the divine feminine energy. For my daughter. I'm a slide for my daughter, so you better choose wisely. I heard I'm a slide for my daughter, her ancestors, her kinfolk that's here in the spirit and the flesh is ready to ride about her. So you better choose carefully. Whose divine masculine is this? Who is it that's interested in divine feminine that's not doing her right? Because you about to. In the beginning, I said something about the Wild Wild West. Guns blazing. The movie The Wild Wild West could be significant. But yeah. Also, Aaliyah is out for revenge, baby. She is out for revenge, baby. There's a final message. I'm going through this, but the final encompassing message is coming up. Okay? But once again, Michael Jackson, an entertainer, and he was in the industry. And he transitioned also. Okay? Something about these CEOs and the artists transitioning. Excuse me. Confirmation. The number 5 deals with Leo. I just posted in the community board. Leo equals child. Leo equals 5th house. 5th house equals child, relationships, creativity. Yeah, it takes all of that when you're a child star. Some people can't sleep. Okay, these people that are ignoring God, that are not taking the opportunities they've been given. Okay, with the divine feminine and divine masculine. These people are not taking the opportunities. And it's probably the opportunity to set things right, to make things right. Okay? Entertainer, pretty young thing, beat it, the GOAT. Artist, my brothers, Charity, Off the Wall, Moonwalker, Thriller. Okay? And then the gloves, too. Something about the gloves, okay? This can be condoms too. Okay. Alright, so boom. Let's take it back to this. So all of these people could have had grudges in regards to divine feminine, divine masculine energy. They could be in fear of divine feminine and divine masculine energy being in literally union, right? Let's just talk about this artistic wise. That would have been a dope collab. Hello? Just saying. That would have been a dope collab. These people are fearful, terrified. Because they know they stabbed both of these people in the back in some way, shape, or form. Legalities. I'm stopping there. Okay, I'm stopping there with all of that. Now, the premise of this whole entire read is that people that have set people up to be transitioned, whether it's through assassination work, hitman work, or you just finagling legalities, titles and contracts, yeah. Those people that have finagled, manipulated, set up energy, heavy. So set up kings and queens. Guess what? Your time is here. Set up kings and queens. Your time is here. Those people that you set up, but they are, I don't want to say enraged, but they have God's wrath on their side. God is allowing them to enact their revenge, to set things straight, for the scales to be balanced. Because you getting what you deserve by them getting their revenge is how these divine feminine and divine masculine energies are going to get their justice. Okay? And their souls will be able to rest. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. What was I gonna call this again? Oh, damn. You done already? Or damn, you ain't done yet? What was it? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to listen back. At any rate, if this resonated in any way, shape, or form, or you like the reading and you would like a personal, my description box is where you will be able to email me so you can get a personal reading. I offer 10 mini reads and $22.22 full readings right now. Email me. Okay, just email me. I don't know, in light of August being a very fruitful time, or just Leo season in general, because Leo kept coming up with number 5. Then on top of that, in my community board post, go check that out. I mentioned it here. Okay. I might do a deal. Pricing might be cut in half. Okay, so if you would like a personal, get on that. And I will announce when prices will be cut in half. Okay, and it's going to be for the month of August. I know it's going to be for the Leo season. Okay. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and remember that we are all eternally blooming. Until the next time, peace.